The journey to the European group stages continues this week. There's 4 Scottish clubs in action, and we are back with the European preview show. Welcome to Fog Football. Welcome to the home of Scottish football. And there is 4 Scottish teams flying the flag for Scotland this week in the Champions League, the Europa League, and the UEFA Europopa.
Hold on, keep that in. Europopa?
The UEFA Europa Conference League. There's 4 teams. Celtic ain't one of them, because just like Europe, the Scottish League Cup too.
I think they're in the Europopa. Fuck guys. Right,
Anyway, let's get into action here.
Let's go. Right, Rangers against PSV.
Normally I cut my botches out, but that one was pretty good, so we'll leave it.
Right.
We'll leave it in there.
Right. Rangers need to win.
Oh fuck, what are you talking about?
Right. What do you mean we were talking about?
Rangers need to win. I'm doing my introduction here. Can step in line.
Alright then. Go ahead. Right.
As I was saying, the Europopa,
What?
The Europopa, what do I call it?
The European, what the fuck are you, are we talking about competition of the continent?
I'm
Talking fish. Right, Rangers, PSV.
Rangers, Aberdeen, Hearts and Hibs. 4 teams in action this week. If we're being completely honest, I don't think a lot of people expected all 4 teams to be at this stage of the UEFA qualifying rounds. I think most people expected Rangers to come through against Servette, but I think the jury was out on Hibs and Hearts. Maybe one of them people could see getting through, but not many people predicted that all 3 Scottish clubs in the last rounds would be successful. And they have been successful, and now confidence is flying high. And I think out of the 4 ties here, there is 3 winnable ties, and a tie that, let's be honest, isn't looking very good for Hibernian and Lee Johnson. It's going to be a tough trip against Aston Villa. Of course, the nostalgia of John McGinn once again playing in Easter Road, that's going to be great. That's going to be fantastic. But when they look up at the scoreboards at the end of the match and they see Aston Villa 7, Hibernian 0, that's going to be not so fantastic. But who knows? John McGinn's got a big fucking ass. Maybe Hibernian can kick it on Wednesday night.
Maybe they can. But you know what? We're not kicking off Wednesday night. We're kicking off on Tuesday night.
Are you that desperate, man, to talk about Rangers PSV? That's 3 times you've tried to skip my introduction.
Right. John McGinn's returned to Easter Road, and you know what? He's going to leave with a smile on his face because his team's going to win 8-0. You right? Did I burst a wee bubble?
Right, let's move to Tuesday night then.
Tuesday night.
AKA tonight, since this is getting uploaded Tuesday morning.
Right. I'm going 3-1 because Rangers are due a performance. And this is it.
So that's it. No preview, no news, just 3-1 Rangers.
Cards on the table. Matondo's in there, right? You've got Yilmaz and Hadji that are dropped at the squad. Ben Davies also in the squad. And for some reason, do not know why he's in there. Rangers could be playing 3 at the back, could be playing 4 at the back, could be playing 5. Even though 3 and 5 is technically the same thing. But Danilo, will it be him up front with Dessers and Sima? It's looking that way. Lammers, his form has absolutely nosedived since the pre-season friendlies. But for me, I actually cannot believe that Yanis Hadji is not a part of this European squad. And then you've got people like Scott Wright, and I get it. You've got
true, but Scott Wright, he fills one of the Scottish quotas, so he kind of has to be there.
Yeah, I know.
So he can't really.
I'd actually rather John McLaughlin be on the bench. I mean, you could put John McLaughlin. He's Scottish. Why not?
Well, what does it matter though?
What do you mean, what does it matter? Because Hadji would fucking feature over Wright, that's why it matters.
No, how would he? You fucking donut.
What?
If he puts John McLaughlin
in the squad?
Aye, but if he puts John McLaughlin then he's going to do it over Scott Wright, so there's still not going to be any room for Hadji.
Why not? Because that's 1-1. Right, so hold on.
But you know what you're
McLaughlin replaces Wright.
No, yeah, exactly. So that doesn't free up a spot for fucking Hadji.
It does.
How? If John McLaughlin's taking Scott Wright's place. You fucking donut. What is so hard to comprehend about that?
So someone pissed needs to go that's no Scottish then?
Aye. If you put
fucking team.
If you put John McLaughlin in and you take Scott Wright out, that's not opening up a place for Hadji because John McLaughlin's taken Scott Wright's place.
I know.
So what are you talking about?
I've established it. Right, fucking, that's 3-1 Rangers.
You know what? You and your maybe those rules exist in the Europopa Champions League or whatever I called it, but see in the Big Boys League, the real McCoy here, Champions League FIPA, something that my team hasn't played in about 16 years, and even then it was a dodgy qualifying round. But still, I know what I'm talking about, and I don't think you can get 2 players for one.
Point is, man, Scott Wright shouldn't be in there.
Especially Scott Wright, he's shite. You only get 1 player for him, never mind 2.
I'm going 3-1 because Rangers need to win this first leg, and they've played shit all season. Okay. And this is the time to step up.
So your logic is just because they need to win, they're going to win?
I'm predicting to win.
I think PSV have done a lot of good business over the summer. I look at their team and they just look like a majority of their players would get into the Rangers team. Absolutely. For me, no doubt about it. I think if you're doing a combined 11...
Their goalie wouldn't.
I think if you're doing a combined 11, you'd maybe get 3 Rangers players in there. I do think PSV have improved since last year. Thought last year Rangers were a bit fortunate.
They've lost Cody Gakpo.
They have, but he's not exactly doing much at Liverpool, is he?
Gary looks like he's on his way to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, but he's going to play in this game, so...
He might not.
I think he will.
He might not, though.
They brought in a lot of good talent. I think if Rangers can get a draw at this game, they'll be doing well for themselves.
What, the home game?
Aye.
Fuck off. Need more than that.
Well, they had a home game against fucking Morton, and how'd that go?
The one. Got over the line. I'll take 2-1 again, thank you very much.
You take 2-1 right now. I'm going to go Rangers 1, PSV 1.
Fair enough.
Or maybe 2-2, actually.
Like last season.
Put me down. I'll take 2-2.
No, Rangers need a good performance, man. The strikers, all these new players need to step up.
I tell you what, right? People aren't convinced with the new signings. This is a good opportunity for one of them to put their name on the map. I'm not gonna pretend they can make themselves a Rangers legend in 90 minutes, but let's be honest. See if Danilo or Lammers or Dessers, if one of those guys step up tonight and score a brace or a hat trick and have a really good performance and is vital to Rangers winning this game, then that's gonna not only is that going to win the fans over, but that's probably going to put them in pole position to be the number 1 attacking player at Rangers this season. So I think this game could kickstart either one of those guys' careers.
But, I mean, if Hibs can beat Lucerne 3-1, why can't Rangers beat PSV 3-1? That's my logic.
Because PSV's a lot better than Lucerne.
Yeah, but Hibs are pish. You've got to factor that in. Alright?
I'm going to go 2-2.
You're going 2-2. I'm going 3-1. There'll be a penalty in there, guarantee it.
To who?
Rangers. To who? Did the white teams get... Well, actually, Morton did, but...
Penalty to PSV. I know, but that was quickly cancelled out, wasn't it? Like,
no.
So even if PSV get
an eye for an eye.
Even if PSV get a penalty, we know that Rangers are going to get one to level up. I think 2-2. I wouldn't say it's a good result for Rangers, but I think it's crucial they don't lose.
Oh, aye.
If they lose at Ibrox, I just don't see them getting through at all.
Beale has got a crucial couple of games coming up, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, so that's it, really. But before we move on to the Europa League, quick mention here, Molde taking on Galatasaray. Very important for the Scottish coefficients that Galatasaray and all the Turkish teams in general don't win. They're extremely close to overtaking Scotland, and that, of course,
lies with Molde.
And that, of course, will mean that Scottish clubs drop down certain positions in the qualifying rounds, and it could also put an end to Celtic's guaranteed, well, not I say Celtic's, like whoever wins the league's guaranteed group stage Champions League FIPA as well. So yeah, it's been good the past couple of seasons having a guaranteed group stage spot and then having the Europa League conference.
You're having 3 guaranteed.
Yeah, and I don't want to lose that.
No,
I think it's great knowing that worst case scenario at the end of August you're going to have 3 teams in Europe for Scotland at least until December, and I like that, and I don't want to lose that. But unfortunately, we are in danger of losing that. So shout out to Molde. Hopefully, they can do the job against Galatasaray. Moving on to Thursday night, even though Hibernian are playing on Wednesday, we're just going to go straight to the Europa League because that's how we do things here on Folk Football.
That's how we do things. And Barry
it's a bit erratic, it's a bit shite, but it gets the job done.
It's quite hacking.
It's quite hacking, and that is who Aberdeen are taking on. Swedish outfit BK Häcken. Obviously, the home tie is with the Swedish side in the first leg, and then Aberdeen in the return leg are playing at Pataudry. Kind of reminds me of the still game scene where it's like Jack and Victor and they're discussing who's going to get the return leg with a wee steak.
For hyperdeals. Aberdeen are shite. They've not had a good start to the season.
Big question though. Who's Jack and who's Victor out of Hacken and Aberdeen?
I don't know, I've no idea. Who got the... Jack, because Victor froze his stakes and he got the return leg.
Alright, okay.
There we go. Right, I think it'll be similar to Hearts Rosenborg. They'll probably play pish but keep the tie alive and win it at Pataudry. So I'm going to go for 2-1 to Hacken.
2-1 for Hacken. I'm going to go with Aberdeen to get... I'm going to go with Aberdeen to get a draw. I'm going to go 1-1.
Fair enough.
I don't rate Hacken. I mean, I could be wrong.
I don't rate Hacken either, but I don't rate Aberdeen. I would have so much more confidence if this was Hearts or Hibs against Hacken.
So you all of a sudden rate Hibs over Aberdeen? What did you predict in your Scottish Premiership prediction? Did you not have Aberdeen third?
That's irrelevant.
How's it relevant?
Well, I know Aberdeen, right? They beat this team like 6 years ago. Hibs have just proved to us that for 3 out of the 4 games they could be trusted in Europe.
Aye, well, look at the game they didn't win. Like, that was fucking pretty poor, wasn't it?
It was pretty poor, but I mean, realistically, Aberdeen could win this 3-1 or something. It wouldn't shock me, but I'm going for Hacken to win. And, hopefully they can... We just want 4 wins. That's what we want. 4 wins for the coefficient. But you're going for a 1-1 draw. And now we have to go back to Wednesday night. Weird kick-off. Everyone complained about this, a 5:45 kick-off on a Wednesday. End of the day, if you want to go to a game, would you not just phone in sick? Would you not just go home early? Screw the 9 to 5. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Well, my 9 to 5 means everything to me, so I would personally have to miss out in the game.
No, you'd have to miss out in the game, but I'm not missing out in the game because my 9 to 5 is sitting watching the game. So, Hibs Villa. I'm going to go 5-1 Aston Villa. I wish I could sit here and say that Hibs have a chance, but once they concede 1 and then they concede 2, it's going to trickle in. And you know what? I really fear for them, especially at Villa Park. But for me, I think a draw is possible in this game, but I'm going for 5-1 Aston Villa anyway.
Let's put some respect on Hibernian's name here. This is the 2016 Scottish Cup winners.
Right.
This is a team that beat a team for Andorra 6-1.
Right.
This is a team that overcame Lucerne and went to Switzerland and got a draw. This is a team that's played 2 European home qualifiers this season and won them both.
Right.
I think we need to give Hibs a little bit of credit here. Aston Villa got pumped after Newcastle on their opening day. Now, yes, you might say they beat Everton, but let's be honest, me, you,
Johnson could beat Everton.
Yeah, we could find another 9 fucking players with no legs to beat Everton, so that doesn't mean much to me. I think Aston Villa might take this lightly. I know they've got another Premier League game coming up at the weekend.
They won't. No, this is like their first European game in a while. I don't think they'll take it lightly.
I'm not saying that they ain't going to try and get through, but I do think they could underestimate Hibs. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Aston Villa's strongest team it.
Alright, maybe, but can you not see a Hibs collapse?
Even if we do, what kind of mentality is it that we're giving a Scottish club no chance against an English club? All Hibs need to do is perform for 90 minutes and then get something at this game. Having said that, I'm going to go 3-1 Aston Villa.
Fair enough. Not quite 5-1, but I think John McGinn will score. What you need is John McGinn to put the Hibs shirt back on.
If John McGinn was going to play for Hibs on Wednesday night, what would your chances of Hibs winning go up? Or
no fucking shit.
I know, but well, how much would they go up, would you?
I mean, not by much. Like, he's a one-man band.
I think he's Aston Villa's best player. For me, he is, aye.
Yeah, he probably... Aye, well, Martinez. He's a very good goalkeeper, though. Very good goalkeeper, you know.
He's not Davy Marshall, though, is he?
He won the World Cup. Davy Marshall couldn't win a fucking...
Davy Marshall got Scotland to the Euros, alright? He might have sent us out the Euros as well, but he got us there, so... Oh, did he really? He fucking saved 1 penalty. It's about time he saved a penalty.
I know.
See that shooter? I was getting sick of those balls going in. Well, apparently that's all it takes. You know,
Juan Cornetto, give it to me. What? But can you see a world where Hibs go through? Honestly, I can't.
1 tie at Easter Road, yes.
2 legs.
No.
Even if Hibs took a 3-goal lead to Villa Park.
I think this is very similar to the Hibernian FC Inter game, where even if FC Inter were 2-0 up from the opening tie, Hibs just are that much better that when they get them at home, you'd expect them to overturn the deficit. And I feel the same way here. Even if Hibernian won 2-0 at Easter Road, I'd still have to say Aston Villa are massive favourites.
But no, I'll tell you what, if Hibs go through, I will issue a public apology to Lee Johnson. He can talk as much about lions and tigers as he wants.
I think the entire Hibs team need to pretend they're being chased by lions on Wednesday night.
They need to do their training tomorrow at Ambrosue.
Edinburgh Zoo, buddy. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. That's my final.
You're going for 3-1. Final game, Hearts against PAOK. And Greece, are they close to our neck? No, they're not really, are they?
Greece are doing shite in the coefficients, so...
Right, I don't really know if this team's actually better than Rosenborg, but I'm going to assume it's close. Hearts are at Tynecastle. I think if Hearts have any chance to go through, they need to win this. And I'm going to go for Hearts to win this. I'm going to go for 2-0. 2-0
at Tynecastle.
First clean sheet of the predictions.
I do think it is important, obviously, home tie. I'm not saying Hearts can't go to Greece and get a result, but you'd much rather go, you'd feel a lot more confident going to Greece to hold on to a result, rather than needing to get a result. I think Hearts will come through this tie, and I think Hearts will be in the Europa Conference League group stage fitba. I genuinely believe that. I don't think PAOK, are that much better than Rosenborg, to be fair. And I thought Hearts, at times, even though it was a bit of a rocky start, I feel like once Hearts got the first 15 minutes over with against Rosenborg, they were the better side.
Yep.
I felt like they controlled the game. And I don't see why they can't do that again. I think confidence is going to be high. Beating Rosenborg, smashing Partick Thistle in the cup. I'm excited about this game. I do see us winning the game. But what I would say is, I don't necessarily think a defeat puts us out. But if we're going to lose, then it needs to be by 1 goal.
Yeah, if it's 2-0, it's over.
You know, if we start losing by 2-3, then, you know, it's unlikely.
What would you rather, though? Would you rather the home tie first, or would you rather it second?
No, I'd rather it second.
Same. Because I think if you're going to overturn something, it's going to be at home.
Aye.
I think that's what helped Rangers in the Europa League run. The fact the second leg was more or less always at home.
True.
So, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. I mean, Hibs have got Aberdeen, are the only team with that, you know, so-called advantage that we're claiming, but I think it's looking good. So you're going for, what are you going for, Hearts?
2-1 Hearts.
2-1 to Hearts. So, out of 8 possible predictions, we are going for 4 Scottish teams wins, and we are going for 2 draws and 2 defeats. What will the coefficient be looking? Will we do better than Turkey after this leg?
I'm not too sure. You've got Fenerbahce against 20. You've got Besiktas against Dynamo Kiev.
I mean, Genk against Adana Demirspor sounds like a kebab, doesn't it?
It's the Europa Conference League ties with Turkish sides. They're all 3 close games. Unfortunately, you could see all 3 Turkish sides win those ties, but you could see all 3 lose. I think it will be close.
It will be close.
Hopefully for us, they'll lose.
I would say, though, there's probably more chance of them. Well,
it's massive for us that they lose, to be honest, because obviously you don't drop into anything here. If you lose these ties, you're out of Europe.
All 4 of these Scottish teams losing, though, and I think there's more chance of us all losing than Turkey all losing, though. That's the worry.
So you can see all Turkey winning and all of us losing?
Yep.
I can see that as well. Hopefully, though, it doesn't happen. It's a shootout. Scotland versus Turkey for 9th spot in the UEFA coefficients. But that's it, guys. We're going to be done for today. We're not done for today. Done for this morning. We'll catch you later on, obviously, for the big Rangers review. Obviously, they're taking on PSV at Ibrox. Need a big performance. Will this be Rangers' toughest game of the season?
Yes, well, Bill said that. He said all season. If
they win the tie, then it can't be.
Yeah.
But if they lose the tie, then it is possible that they might not play a better side than PSV. Is that Michael Beale also playing a bit of mind games, suggesting that PSV are better than Celtic? 'Cause I would agree with that as well.
Well, they are. Right now, they clearly
No, I think they are, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Celtic look awful. Defensively, I know they scored 7 goals in the first 2 games, but It's all about the defence, baby.
All about the defence. Anyway, that's it. Catch you in the next one, guys. We'll see you later tonight. Till next time, good luck all the clubs representing Scotland, and hopefully you can do us proud. Till next time, though. Peace.